What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the R44 workshop. Today we've got quite a cool thing. We've got our shop car, our M140i F, I don't know, is it 21 or 20? 20, yeah, 4 doors. I don't know, just brain gone wild. Anyways, so today's a cool day. Finally the time to drop it. So we've done quite a lot. There's a couple of videos already out on this, or coming very soon. But it's time today to do some suspension. We've chosen Motech springs for this build. Motech have been killing the suspension stance game of these cars all the way from when R44 started on the F22s and the F20 platform back in, I guess, when these first came out, pretty much. So these are the Motech stance springs. Again, they're killing it. The car looks good. It's like lowered to the perfect amount. EIBACH and H&R do a good job, but these have kind of been refined exactly for the UK kind of stance kind of game, just the ride height, the road presence, and just the ride quality. So pretty cool. They are finished in like a nice gray, like a Nardo color. They've got the Motech logo on there, and it tells you obviously what car it's for. You can have a little look. This is the previous spring, so it's slightly bit shorter, and just overall give us what we need. But we kind of, opted for these mainly for the stance and the ride quality. We want this car to, I think the F20, when they're fitted out properly, especially with these OZ wheels, we've got some spaces to go on, will just look absolutely perfect. So yeah, we're pretty much going to do this. We're going to showcase some of the install. We'll kind of fast forward a little bit of it, because if you want to know how to install them, there's a couple good guides out there on YouTube. Otherwise, obviously book it into our workshop. But we're going to try and get this on the road and do some real road testing and kind of have a look on how it runs on some B roads, how it feels. Obviously, I come from the M cars and a lot of track time, so it'd be cool to get out in this car and really showcase some B road bashing, if you call it that. I'm going to leave it with Dylan and Aldridge, our technician, who's working on the car now. He's already stripped down 2 sides of it, just finishing up this side, and we'll go from there. M140i here. We've got Jade's M140i, 4-door, dropped on the Motech stance springs, which so far, this is my first time driving this car since being lowered. So throwing it back to the start of this video, we showed you probably some B-roll, not much installation videos, because you can look online anywhere for how to install an F20 spring of such and what it looks like, and I understand that, but what I want to show you is my personal opinion on these springs. We're out in the car. This car, performance-wise, is EBC front discs, front pads, lines and fluid, all by EBC, and then we've got stock shock absorbers and the Motech stance springs. And so Motech stance, if you look at the forums, obviously they're the go-to spring in terms of stance. Obviously fitment on the F20 is one of the biggest priorities, so they killed it with the ride height. But what I want to know is how they handle. Obviously I'm a guy that comes from coilovers or a Haskett, to really get it something, or a dual spring rate kind of suspension setup. But so far I've been hooning this for about 10 minutes now, and this thing is amazing. Slides to the T. So we had the alignment done at Sambo's in North London has got the alignment down. I am absolutely flying on these roads. It handles so well. The EBC's locking up as we meet some friends on the B roads in his mum's Beetle, I think. This thing's got a VRSF catalyst downpipe and a Remus midsection and back box with carbon titanium tips, pissing off all the neighbours flying around these roads. But so far so good. So we've got lots of bumps on this road, and it's just accepting them. And that's one of the things. Sometimes I guess a lower spring, a more fitted stance spring, is quite soft, whereas this actually has a bit, not too much stiffness. So dailying, Jade never complains that it's too hard, but it can accept the bumps. So let's just enjoy it for a sec. Hit these apexes, hit these bumps hard. This thing is an amazing car. Traction off, it just sends it. Jade needs some paddle shifters. That's what she's getting booked in for next, because I don't even know where these paddles are. This car, he's got so much grip. Where does it come from?
Mine will never grip like this. So, exhaust setups for the M140i. Everybody asks me. My go-to is a Remus full catback system. Either I'd say primarily paired up with a sports cat. I wouldn't go catless. This has got a catless. It's a bit ASBO, but we like a bit of ASBO. We can't go wrong with it. But if you're daily in the car and you want the power from these beautiful Stage 2s by Tom Wrigley, then go for a VRSF sports cat paired up with a Remus catback. You will be in heaven. Jade, I'm sorry I've used up all your fuel, but this thing is amazing. What a car. So yeah, my honest opinion on these springs is pretty good.